everybody, welcome back to Naruto.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Card Captors.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are here to talk to you guys about feudal Japan in Inuyasha.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh!
Welcome back to Yakuza.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Sailor Moon.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Games. My name is Leah.
My name's Alyssa.
And today we are here to talk to you guys about Ghost of Tsushima.
Is it Ghost of Tsushima? Ghost of Tsushima?
I have heard the English audio in the game say Tsushima, but I will say Tsushima.
Let's do it.
Like Yakuza and Yakuza. Today we are here to talk to you guys about our first impressions of the game and our favorite things and maybe some of our not so favorite things.
There are tons of points to touch on. Today we're going to talk about the highs, the lows, some things we just enjoyed, some things that were just fun because running around in Japan and what year is it? 1300 is a lot of fun.
Is it 1300?
Don't quote me on that.
It's feudal era Japan. What we want to talk to you guys today about is some of the beautiful aspects of the game, our favorite things. I'm going to start with the most obvious thing, the scenery. This company has put so much effort into making your surroundings as beautiful as possible. They have animated every blade of grass, every leaf, every bird feather, every cloud,
every ember and cherry blossom and piece of snow and everything.
It's so beautiful. Like, even if you're not really enjoying like the running mechanic or the horse riding mechanic, I mean, how could you not? I mean, it's the whole game is beautiful. I just him running through the cattails on the horse is just gorgeous with like the golden forest in the background. I cannot get enough of
that beautiful opening shot where he's like running through the field and just says like Ghost of Tsushima by Sucker Punch. So beautiful.
Is he petting? Is that the part where
he like goes down and he like touches the grass?
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is actually the photo mode. So photo mode on this game is not only amazing, it takes really beautiful photographs and also video, but it's so easy to use.
Yeah.
It's like I remember swinging through Spider-Man and like hitting start and going into photo mode and then trying to position him correctly. But I can literally, with it in mind, because it's a control on the D-pad, I can like slice somebody and then immediately hit the right D-pad and it automatically just pumps me right into photo mode. And it is gorgeous. The depth of field, being able to choose your focal length, being able to choose the weather situation, the time of day.
I especially love that you can pick while they're moving in the background, the orientation of like the trees, like how they're kind of swaying back and forth.
Yeah, the direction of the wind.
And the leaves, like you can choose gold leaves, even though there's like red trees in the background. You can choose red leaves, like cherry blossoms. I'm just obsessed.
Fireflies.
Oh, the embers, the burning embers.
That.
I'm obsessed with photo mode.
I did one where I used fire in the background, had a really shallow depth of field and added those embers, and it just is so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I love it.
I really, really like the fox shrines. I think they are so cute. Like just an extra little side quest that you can do. There's so many different side quests. There's bamboo cutting and there's the haikus that you can do where you basically just earn different skill points or whatnot. But the fox shrines are my absolute favorite.
The wind to guide you really keeps me in the game. In a lot of different titles, I always throw it back to Fable. There is like a glimmer that kind of leads you where you need to go. Same thing with a lot of different things, like in Fortnite, for example, you can like see a big pillar in the distance and it really just kind of like takes you out of the game. But for Ghost of Tsushima to be so realistic and to be so detailed, for them to think of a way to guide you through the map without having to have a particular point is really interesting to me. Now, on the opposite side of that, it is too aggressive for me. I will just be like walking through my mission and like following somebody, and maybe I like step off for just a second to like get some bamboo, pick up a couple flowers, you know, get some resources, and the wind is like, no bitch. You gotta follow this guy. He's gonna leave without you.
It's gotta be realistic. The wind is telling you where you need to go.
I'm the samurai.
Even though it's a game and it's not really real, it feels real. Like the wind is pushing you towards where you need to go.
I do really enjoy the way that it plays out. It feels like an Assassin's Creed game. You can really feel how Jin is like torn between honor and being a samurai and like facing people head on and being a ghost. Being a thief, as Yuna called it, or being in the shadows.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting that you can approach it in either way. And I have mostly approached it being a samurai and being like, I'm gonna stand off with you and I'm gonna slash you as soon as you go to strike me. But I'm really intrigued by the ghost aspect of it, just being like assassin, you know?
If you take the stealthy route, so the non-honorable route, the non-samurai route, the weather gets more aggressive the more that you go in that kind of direction, because it's not honorable to be stealthy and to kill them without honor, essentially.
This game does such a great job with attention to detail. So on the touchpad, you can swipe up to get the guiding wind. You can swipe left for some kind of flute playing.
Oh, I love the flute playing. I think you can only play like one standard song, but I love that.
So you can swipe down to bow, which is wonderful.
Oh.
But when you swipe to the right, you don't get a boyfriend or a girlfriend. This is not Tinder. You swipe right, and he, depending on what Jin is doing, if he has his blade out and he hasn't done anything with it, he'll just sheath it. Or if he's just mutilated a whole bunch of people and he's covered in blood and his knife is covered in blood, he'll do this.
Oh, yeah.
And then he puts it in his sheath.
Oh.
Or he just shakes it off like it's like, whatever, there's blood on it, I don't care. And it's so... I do it every time because I'm like, this is so fucking cool. There's no other game where you could just be like, yeah, there's all this blood, I'm just gonna get it out.
They really, really paid attention to those little fine details, honestly. It just makes the game feel so much more authentic. It just feels like just so realistic, like for what it is. Like, if you look at games that feel realistic, like Red Dead Redemption, I have to say, is like one of the most detailed, realistic games that were released for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And honestly, like, this game is coming really, really close to topping it.
I'm really impressed by it so far. Obviously, have only really dipped my toes into it, but I can't wait to see, like, what comes of this game, what is going to happen. I have no idea what happens in the story, so I'm stoked to see what's going on. So, Leah, you said that there was something that irked you about this game.
All right, now I'm not a horse aficionado.
Oh.
But I have played my fair share of games with horseback riding. And as much as I love this aspect, I love that you can pick a horse. I even especially love that when you're riding and you're riding through the fields or you're riding through the forest and there's flowers that you can collect, like different materials, you can pick them up while you're riding, a mechanic that is not in Breath of the Wild.
Oh, that's awesome.
The way they animate the horse running is very artificial. It doesn't look like a real horse running. And I would say, like, Red Dead Redemption, Breath of the Wild. I know Breath of the Wild is a very cartoony looking game, but the one thing they got right, Horizon
horses,
Zero Dawn,
not really horses, it's like machines.
It's definitely based off of like an
definitely
actual
better.
horse running, but I feel like there's that one tiny little detail that they could have worked on a little bit more to make the horse really realistically look like it's running. It looks like it's hesitating to jump over a fence, and it just looks like it's gonna tumble.
It's trying its best
into the grass, but it just keeps running this cockeyed run. So, you know, but
that's something that bothered me as well. Is normally in a game, I think while I'm on a horse, I'm gonna press A or X on a PlayStation to jump. You just jump right off the horse. He just fucking eats shit.
He leaps into the air. He leaps onto cliffs, onto hay bales,
into water, anywhere.
And sometimes, you know, you want to leap. You actually want to leap off, and you want to like stealthily impale somebody, and it just doesn't happen. You just fall right in front of them, and they go, "Oh, an intruder," and then they turn around and attack you because you didn't mean to do that. But, I mean, I would probably give this game a 9 out of 10, a solid 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. So far for me, it's probably hovering around a 9, maybe an 8. I do have qualms with things like it being so dark. I had to turn up the display brightness in the settings, and then it was too bright, so to turn it down, and it just kind of took me out of it a little bit, which I didn't enjoy.
Yeah, I get you.
This is only our first impressions. We'll cycle back for maybe a story review later on once we've completed the game. I'm enjoying it so far, for sure.
I think that there's lots more to be had here in this game. So far, it's excellent. I love the way it looks. I love the way it plays. And honestly, I look forward to playing more of this game. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Let us know what you think down in the comments, what you like about the game, maybe what you dislike about the game, what you think Sucker Punch could have done better.
My name's Alyssa.
My name is Leah.
And we are Video Dames. See you guys.
Video Dames.